The Practicing Mind by Thomas Turner, an audiobook for UPSC aspirants. Introduction. Hello, dear UPSC aspirants. Welcome to this audiobook summary of The Practicing Mind by Thomas Turner, tailored just for you. Today, we're diving into a book that's not about talent, but about practice, perfect for your journey toward cracking one of India's toughest exams. As UPSC aspirants, you often set massive goals, clearing prelims, acing mains, excelling in the interview. But what if the secret to success isn't just in the result, but in how you approach every single day of preparation? Thomas Turner teaches us that true victory comes from focusing on the process, not just the prize. Let's explore how this mindset can transform your UPSC journey. Starting now. Chapter 1. The Power of Focusing on the Process. Friends, in life and in UPSC preparation, we tend to fixate on the outcome. You might dream of seeing your name on that final merit list or becoming an IAS officer. But Turner says the real magic happens when we shift our focus to the journey, the daily grind of studying, revising, and learning. Imagine you're preparing for General Studies Paper 1. You sit down to study Indian history, aiming to master the Mughal Empire in one go. If you keep thinking, when will I finish this syllabus? Or will I score high in prelims? You'll feel rushed and frustrated. Your mind races, and the joy of learning fades away. Now, picture this instead. You decide to focus on understanding just one ruler, say Akbar, today. You read about his policies, connect them to governance concepts, and enjoy the process of discovery. Turner explains that when we obsess over results, like passing the exam, we hurry, lose patience, and miss the fun. But when we embrace the process, like enjoying each page of insert, our skills grow naturally. Think of a cricketer practicing daily shots, not just dreaming of a century. For you, every hour spent understanding a topic is a small win, building you into a great aspirant step by step. Chapter 2. The Struggle of Result-Oriented Thinking. Let's take a practical UPSC example. Suppose you're practicing answer writing for the mains. You write an essay, but all you think about is, will this get me 150 marks? Every sentence feels heavy because you're judging it against a perfect score. You get irritated when the words don't flow, thinking, I'm still so far from being ready. Turner points out that this frustration isn't because you can't write well. It's because you're chasing the end goal instead of enjoying the craft. The problem isn't your ability, it's your focus. Now, imagine shifting that mindset. You sit to write, telling yourself, today, I'm just practicing structure and flow. You enjoy forming arguments, linking current affairs, and seeing your thoughts take shape. There's no pressure, just the act of writing. Turner says mastery comes when we stop rushing toward perfection and start loving the journey. For UPSC, this means focusing on small daily improvements, whether it's polity notes or a mock test, rather than the distant dream of rank 1. That's how you build confidence without stress. Chapter 3. Enjoying the journey, step by step. Let's apply this to your UPSC prep more deeply. Say you're tackling the voluminous geography syllabus. If you keep worrying, how will I cover this before prelims? You'll feel overwhelmed. The map in your book might look like a mountain too high to climb. But Turner suggests a different approach. Enjoy each step. Focus on understanding ocean currents today. Tomorrow, take on climate patterns. Treat each topic as a small adventure. When you do this, your skills sharpen without you even noticing. Think of top UPSC toppers. They don't just aim for the final result. They thrive on daily consistency. Like an athlete training for a marathon, they enjoy the small victories. A well-answered question, a clear concept. If you fixate on clearing prelims every day, you might freeze under pressure. But if you play each study session like a game, carefully reading, revising, and growing, you'll become a stronger candidate naturally. Turner's lesson? The result comes when you love the process. Chapter 4. Applying this to UPSC life. Sometimes, big goals like UPSC can feel exhausting even before you reach them. Picture this. You're preparing for the exam, and all you think about is, I need 120 in prelims. Every mock test becomes a burden because your mind is stuck on that number. Studying feels like a chore, and you lose steam. But what if you flipped that mindset? What if, every day, you said, I'll enjoy learning one new topic today, maybe the 5-year plans, and that's my win. Suddenly, studying becomes lighter. You grasp concepts better because there's no weight dragging you down. Stirner's idea isn't just for exams, it's for life. Want to build a habit, like waking up at 5 a.m. for study? Don't beat yourself up if you miss a day. Focus on adjusting your routine gradually. Set the alarm 15 minutes earlier each week. Enjoy that process, and the habit sticks without force. For UPSC aspirants, this could mean improving answer writing stamina. Don't aim for a perfect essay overnight. Start with 500 words, enjoy crafting it, and build up. The results will follow when you stop chasing them and start living them. Chapter 5, The Gym of the Mind. Here's another angle. Think of your UPSC prep like going to the gym. If you exercise obsessing over a perfect physique, you'll tire out fast. When will my biceps show? You might ask, quitting when results lag. But if you go thinking, I'll enjoy lifting weights today and get a bit stronger, you'll stick with it. The body transforms on its own. Your UPSC prep is the same. If you study only for the final rank, pressure builds, and you might burn out. But if you focus on daily growth, say, mastering one ethics case study, you'll keep going, and success will come naturally. Stirner teaches us that focusing on results creates stress and disappointment. We give up midway. But focusing on small steps, reading one chapter, solving one test, keeps us happy and moving forward. For UPSC, this is gold. Every day you study, you're not just chasing a rank, you're becoming a better version of yourself. That's the real win. Chapter 6, Patience and Presence. This brings us to a big lesson, patience and presence. When you study with the thought, I must be perfect in polity today, you rush and stumble. But when you enjoy the act of learning, say, decoding the Constitution article by article, you grow without strain. Think of a child learning to walk. They fall, get up, and try again, never worrying about running a marathon. They enjoy the process. As UPSC aspirants, we often lose that childlike joy, pushing for instant mastery. Stirner says, take it like a game. When you start a new topic, like international relations, don't stress about when you'll finish. Enjoy each step, reading about the UN, connecting it to current events. Next time you study, remind yourself, the result will come. I just need to love this moment. Many times, our minds trick us into overthinking, past failures, future fears. But when we focus on now, like understanding one GS question, we see what's right in front of us clearly. Chapter 7, Living in the Present Moment. Let's dive deeper into presence. Have you ever studied something, like economics, and later thought, I didn't really get it? Maybe you were distracted, replaying a bad mock test, or worrying about mains. Stirner says peace and productivity come when we live in the now. Picture this. You're reading about fiscal policy. If your mind drifts to, what if I fail prelims? Or, I messed up last time, you miss the lesson. Your focus splits, and the quality dips. Now, try this. Sit with that economics chapter and feel every concept. Taxes, deficits, budgets. Don't judge, just absorb. Your output improves, and you feel satisfied. Our minds swing between past regrets and future worries. But Stirner says clarity comes when we anchor ourselves in this moment. For UPSC, this is a game changer. Studying becomes sharper when you're fully here, not half-lost in what-ifs. Chapter 8, A Practical UPSC Example. Imagine you're prepping for prelims. If you think, what if I don't clear? Or, I flunked last year, your mind tenses up. You can't focus on the current chapter, say, environmental ecology, because fear takes over. But if you tell yourself, Right now, I'm learning about biodiversity hotspots. You dive in fully. You understand better, retain more, and build a solid base for the next topic. Sterner explains that stress comes from not being present. When we focus on now, the mind calms, distractions fade, and we study smarter. Take an everyday moment, like solving a mock test. If you're worrying about your last score or the interview stage, you might miss key questions. But if you focus only on the test in front of you, your answers sharpen. You finish with a smoother mind. This applies everywhere: reading, writing, revising. Being present isn't just a trick. It's how you make every study hour count. Chapter 9. Mindfulness in Action. Sterner calls this mindfulness, doing every task with full awareness. Picture eating while scrolling your phone. You barely taste the food, right? Now, imagine studying current affairs but daydreaming about results. You miss the details. But if you read each news article, say, about India's foreign policy, with full focus, feeling every word, it sticks. That's mindfulness. For UPSC, it's a superpower. Whether it's history or ethics, do it fully in the moment. You'll retain more and enjoy it too. Think of a musician on stage. They don't dwell on past gigs or fear wrong notes. They feel every chord, living in the now. That's why they shine. For you, every study session can be like that. Focus on this page, this question, this moment. Your productivity climbs, and your prep feels simpler, more relaxed. Next time your mind wanders, ask, what am I doing right now? Am I fully here? If not, gently bring it back. It's a habit, not magic, and it grows with practice. Chapter 10. The Battle Within. Here's a truth. Our biggest fight isn't with the syllabus. It's with ourselves. You plan to study at 6 a.m., but when the alarm rings, your mind says, sleep more. That's the moment self-control kicks in. Sterner says our thoughts drive our actions. If they're scattered, worrying about failure or distractions, our prep suffers. Imagine a cricketer in a match, fretting over losing. Their shots falter because fear rules. For you, if you dwell on what if I don't clear, your focus slips. Self-control isn't just resisting junk food or social media. It's choosing what's right, like studying over scrolling, even when your mind resists. Say you're on a diet, and pizza tempts you. Your mind says, just today. Without control, you're stuck in excuses. For UPSC, it's the same. You know revising polity is key, but your phone calls. Control your thoughts, and you win the day. Chapter 11. Training the Mind. Sterner compares the mind to a horse. Uncontrolled, it gallops to procrastination or negativity. But tamed, it rides toward your goals. If you let it roam while studying, checking Instagram mid-chapter, hours vanish. But if you train it, saying, focus on this page, it obeys. Self-control isn't just for big moments, it's in the small ones. You're writing notes, and a notification pings. Stop yourself, and you won a tiny battle. This builds discipline. Someone annoys you, and you want to snap. Control yourself, respond calmly, and you grow stronger. For UPSC, it's choosing books over games, focus over drift. Sterner says it's a skill, not a gift. If you struggle now, don't worry, you can learn it. Start small, and watch it transform your prep. Chapter 12. Building Self-Control. How do you grow this skill? First, awareness. Notice when you lose control, skipping study for YouTube, say. Second, take baby steps. Don't aim for 10 or study marathons overnight. Start with 2 focused hours, then build. Third, cut distractions. Silence your phone, keep it away. Fourth, be mindful. Feel your mind drifting? Pause and ask, is this right? Often, that's enough to refocus. Self-control is your superpower, aspirants. Master it, and you run your prep your way, reaching goals, improving habits, handling stress. Without it, distractions rule. So, are you ready to practice? Start with today's choices, study over scroll, and see your life shift. Chapter 13. The Practicing Mind in Action. Now, let's talk about the practicing mind. When you start something new, like answer writing, you expect perfection fast. 1 week essay, and you think, I'll never crack mains. Sterner says this is where we need a calm, focused mindset. Don't judge yourself, just practice. If you write daily, enjoying each attempt without fear, you'll grow smoother, faster. Think of a child walking. They stumble, but don't curse themselves. They practice, and it works. As aspirants, we forget this, chasing flawless notes or scores. Sterner's fix? Enjoy the process, not the perfection. Writing an essay? Don't stress over marks. Craft it, feel the flow, and know each try makes you better. That's the practicing mind, relaxed, creative, steady. Chapter 14. Peace and Focus. This mindset brings peace. Studying Indian economy? Don't fret over am I good enough? Just practice, read, note, revise. The pressure lifts and focus sharpens. At the gym, if you obsess over quick muscles, you quit. But if you lift daily, enjoying it, results come. For UPSC, don't chase instant mastery of current affairs. Practice daily, read the Hindu, connect dots, and watch your grip strengthen. Sterner says this keeps you in the game longer. Many aspirants drop out, expecting too much too soon. With a practicing mind, I'm getting better each day. You stay motivated. Apply to mock tests. A low score isn't failure, it's practice. Enjoy analyzing it, and you'll ace the next one. Chapter 15. The DC Method. Do, observe, correct. Finally, Sterner's DC method. Do, observe, correct. Simple, powerful. Studying environment? Do, read a chapter. Observe, what stuck, what didn't? Correct, review weak spots next time. No stress, just growth. Imagine answer writing. You draft, observe your structure, correct by adding examples. No judging, just improving. Contrast this. You study history, judge every gap. I'm so slow. And tense up. With DC, you read, note what's clear or hazy, and fix it calmly. Like a scientist, tweaking an experiment, you refine your prep. Mistakes aren't failures, they're lessons. This cuts fear, boosts creativity, and speeds learning. Chapter 16. Living the DC Way. Apply this everywhere. Mock test? Do it. Observe your errors. Correct with practice. Interview prep? Speak. Note stumbles. Adjust. Sterner says when we stop judging, we flow better. Your mind frees up, and you shine. The real question isn't, will I mess up? You will. It's, will I improve? With DC, you will. Our biggest hurdle? Our own mind. Stop judging, start practicing, and growth follows. Sterner's gift to you, aspirants, is this: don't chase perfection. Do, observe, correct, and enjoy. Every step forward counts, not how fast, but how steady. Conclusion. So, UPSC warriors, what's the takeaway? Success isn't instant, it's built daily. Love the process, live in the now, control your mind, practice without judgment, and refine with DC. Next time you study, don't curse a mistake. Say, I did, I saw, I'll improve. This mindset brings success and peace. How did you like this summary? Let us know, and keep practicing. Your UPSC dream is closer than you think. Thank you for listening.